Unity has a number of functions which are useful, but we can create and call our own function. As you remember, a function starts with the returned type, right, followed by the name of the function. Let's call it test function. And then the parameters. All right. And let's do the same thing which my start function did. Just copy it, paste it here. And one more time, pay attention to these curly brackets. We use them if the following code is more than one line, because the function doesn't understand that the second line is its line also, and as a result works wrong. Also, you should understand that Unity calls its functions for us. For example, the start is called in the very beginning, the update function is called every frame, and so on. But who calls my function which I have just created? Well, we have to find a way to call it. We have to call it from another function that Unity calls, or from another script. All right, so I'm gonna call this function from start function, meaning my test function is called in the start of my game. Test function. All right. Okay, let's see whether it works. And yes, here we have the same number because we did the same thing. But now we received it from our test function, not from the start function. All right, let's, for example, add something like b plus d plus a. Okay, we have our a variable here. Save it so that we have another number to console. Yeah, 19.6. All right. And we use void type all this time, meaning that a function does not return anything. But let's create a function which returns int variables. I changed my returning type from void to int because the function will return whole numbers, and add two parameters divided by comma. So first is var1, second is var2. Of course, you should understand that the int is the type of variable and var1 and var2 is their names. All right, now let's delete it here. Okay, and let's declare int var3. var1 plus var2. And ask our function to return it. Return var3. Now go ahead to the start function. I'm gonna call test function from here, and since it results in var3 and returns it, I'd like to add values for var1 and var2 and print the result. Let's delete it. To do that, I declare a new variable, my var. All right. So it's equal to my test function. And let it be, you see, we have like int var1, int var2, just the way we have typed it here. So, for example, 5 and 3. Oh, comma. All right. It should be just the way we want it to be. Here we have two parameters here, both are int, So I use int type of variables here, 5 and 3. All right. And now let's print this variable. All right. Save it. Let's go back to our project and check it. All right, go to console. So here we have 8. I hope you remember that we still have the update function. Our I variable increases every frame. So don't pay attention to that. So we have 8. And that's true. 5 plus 3 is 8.